of competition in this game? And did you feel like there was anything that led to that?
Can they hear me from there? No, I thought we played hard. Obviously not the result we wanted, but like Coach said, I think that there's things that we can learn from, good and bad from this game, obviously. But I think, we competed the way we needed to compete, just, didn't win.
With the shift to the bench, sometimes it can be hard to have the minutes go up without playing super long shifts. But just wondered, do you feel the difference between 27, 28 minutes versus 32, 33? And are there times where you feel like that can impact how fresh you are? It's a bad way of just asking, just kind of like the minutes total and how much you think about something like that.
I play the minutes Coach gives me. Regardless if it's 35, 27, 20, I'm going to go out there and compete, as hard as I know how and try to play the game the right way. I'd love to play 48 minutes. It's not realistic. But, like I said, I'll play the minutes that Coach gives me and try to compete in those minutes to, help our team be successful.
Austin, early on, you guys were going through AD. We saw Rui attack the basket. We saw Torian attack the basket in transition. It seemed like just the collective energy and effort was at a higher level. Was there any discussions as a group going into this one that set the tone for you guys to put your best foot forward?
Not really. That shouldn't have to be a discussion. We should play as hard as we possibly can every time we step on the floor. It's a long season, but anytime you step on the floor, you need to give it 110%, and all have one goal to win. And tonight I feel like we did that, and we just didn't win.
Austin, I think it's fair to say individually you didn't have the start to the season that you had wanted, but it's now 7 of the past 9 games you've had 20 or more. It feels like you're back to the level of last season, if not an even higher level. Are you feeling that right now? Where do you feel like your game is at in relation to where you finished last season?
Sorry. Yeah, I feel good. Confident, play the game the right way. But, game feels in a good spot. Shot feels good. Just being out there on the basketball court feels good. And now it's just about figuring out how to win these games. That's all that matters to me. I don't care about stats. I don't care about, all the, notoriety and all that stuff. I just want to win games.
Austin, you guys are 15 and 14. You guys have had some really big highs. You're in a little bit of a rut right now. But do you think this team has a sense for what its best basketball is and how it should be played, or are you guys still 29 games in trying to suss that out and figure out kind of this is our formula?
I think we've seen what works for us and what is really good, and then getting whole and figuring that out as a collective group on the fly is tough. But obviously we got the 2 big dogs in AD and Bron, so they're the engine of what makes us go, and we have to figure out around that to help them help us. But it's still a learning curve. We still have not many games as a full group, but we have to figure it out. Like I said last night, that's not an excuse. The common goal is to win games, and we're not doing that right now. We have to figure that out while figuring out kind of what roles everybody's playing to contribute to winning.
Also, you've always been very consistent about been very consistent about winning being the main thing. When you're on a losing streak, you're at the end of a trip. Obviously, it's going to be in OKC. Do you individually, do you put even like a little bit more juice behind it? Hey, streak's gonna happen, or do you try to keep the same level going into each particular game?
For me, I try to keep the same level of passion for the game, love for the game that never changes. And I can speak for myself only. Like I go play the game the same way, regardless if we win 5 in a row, if we've won, or if we've lost 4 in a row now. Whenever we play, I don't even know what today is, but whenever we play in OKC in a couple days, I'll go do the same thing. I'll compete to win the game and do nothing less. I make mistakes, but everybody makes mistakes, and we just got to look past that. We got to be a group that, regardless of what's going on, how we're playing in the moment, that just kind of looks through all that and figures it out on the fly. We have so much talent that we can do that. Appreciate y'all.